Hello there, my dear Cancer friends. Thank you for stopping by to watch your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of February 2nd through the 8th. I have to tell you, Tammy W., who is one of my dear Cancer friends, I've known her a very, very, very long time, but we've fallen out of touch because we don't live in the same neighborhood anymore, but we used to go on daily walks and talks. And I was talking to her recently, and she said that she watches these videos and that it feels like visiting with an old friend again. And it really sort of changed my perspective on things because I was like, I found myself feeling jealous of her, like wishing that I could watch a video of her and feel like I was talking to an old friend. So I'm trying to picture Tammy. I'm trying to picture you watching this video. And at the same time, I started realizing, there's a lot of people that are watching this, that it's like I'm staring at myself in the camera, just trying to make these predictions and feel things. But I wish I could see all of your faces, especially those of you who post regularly, who make comments regularly. So um, I'm feeling really, fabulous about these videos. I'm seeing more faces this week than I normally would, or imagining more faces maybe out there watching than I normally would. And it's kind of changed my perspective a little bit about the videos. It's making it feel a little bit more personal instead of me just looking at the camera the whole time. So um, I don't know, I just had to say that. So thank you for that enlightening comment, Tammy. I appreciate it. And I hope you're having a fabulous week. And don't forget to call me soon. Okay, so let's get on with our forecast. Okay, so Cancer's first card, Monday, King of Coins in reverse. So what does this mean for you Cancers? Okay, so Monday, what I have for you guys is you have somebody showing up in your life. This is going to be a male personality, and this is going to be somebody who really has enough material resources and finances that they pretty much have things covered. They're comfortable. They're not stressing out all the time. But when you meet them on Monday, you're going to be kind of surprised at how stingy they are. You're going to be kind of looking at them like, you're in a pretty good position in life. Why are you so afraid to spend money? And so it's going to be kind of a little bit of an interesting interaction. I feel like for some of you Cancers, it's going to be a little bit of an eye-opener that even when people have a decent amount of resources, that they can still stress out about money anyway. All right, so that's an interaction I see going on in your life on Mondays, Cancer. Tuesdays, wow, you guys are the second ones that have got this card up on Tuesdays. This is the Nine of Clubs. I believe you actually share this card with Aries. So those of you who know that you're working with an Aries on Tuesday on a certain project, you're stuck in this mess together, sorry. Basically what's going on is you have a situation that you're trying to finish up. It's a project, it may be a relationship, but more than likely it's a project, and it's something that you're trying to tie together the loose ends on this project. And there's just all kinds of delays and distractions coming up for you so that it just doesn't get done. There's just too many delays coming up. There's more than you can handle here to take care of all these loose ends. And I do feel like a lot of the stuff that's coming up really has nothing to do with the project. It's just distracting you. You're putting out fires over in other areas. And in the forecast earlier, you got to go back the next day and actually finish that up. So anyway, that's what's coming up for you on Tuesday, is having delays finishing up a project that you would like to have over and behind you. A project that you enjoyed, but it's now time for it to be over. Okay, so we have a really good card actually coming up for you guys on Wednesday, Cancers. You have the Ten of Swords, but it's in reverse. I really like it when it's in reverse. I don't like it so much when it's right side up. In reverse, this just means, I'm feeling like for most of you Cancers, what this means is that there have been people that have been kind of spreading some rumors about you. And what I'm hearing is those rumors are being put to bed on Wednesday. And it feels like a final, we're chopping those off type of energy coming in. So there's going to be something that happens that really shows people, you know what, that had to be just rumor. There's no way around it. So it does feel like something comes to a head here. There probably is some kind of interaction that's a little bit more dramatic than normal everyday life. And things just really come out that, you know what, rumors are just rumors. Real life is da 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 da. Okay, so that's what I see coming in for you guys on Wednesdays. I do feel it coming in on Wednesday for probably 80 to 90% of you in that way. So I'm being kind of slowed down here. I was going to go on to the next day, but let's see about the other 10 to 20% of you. What is this? Okay, so for the other 10 to 20% of you, there are some old injuries that are being taken away. So when I look at the Ten of Swords card when it's in reverse, what I kind of see, a lot of my reverse cards, what I see is how would gravity affect this card if it was upside down instead of right side up? So how would gravity affect this card? Well, the first thing is obviously all these swords are going to be falling out of this person. And they won't be anymore lodged inside his body. And so that's what I'm really pulling is like 10 to 20% of you, there's some old injuries that you're healing up from. Those old swords, those old thorns in the side, they're being removed. And so you're not going to be bothered by them anymore. Nice, nice, nice card. Okay, so now we have the Ten of Clubs coming up in reverse too. Now this also is kind of a nice card. This is a card of sort of taking a break. This card, the Ten of Clubs, really talks about family responsibilities and those things that we do for family because we love them that could be considered a burden, but really we don't consider them a burden because we are doing it out of love. But sometimes things change. Sometimes we're not appreciated for what we're doing. Sometimes things change. And so what happens is every once in a while we decide to set down that burden and let somebody else carry it for a little while. And so what I'm seeing on Thursday is that that burden is being set down. Somebody else is picking that up and carrying that on for you. Now, how can this manifest? First of all, let me back up. I want to say this is a family burden. However, I have seen these types of burdens come up in things that we do for significant others as well, even if we're not married to them. So they're not officially family yet. Okay? So how can this manifest? This can manifest in a few ways. It may be that the person that you're doing this chore for, or the person that you're carrying this responsibility for, maybe they decide to take a trip out of town. Maybe they decide to go with friends and check out Florida for a while if they don't live in Florida or whatever. You know, and so obviously they're not around. So you don't have to come over and vacuum their floor, or you don't have to come over and help them sort their meds, or, you know, whatever it is. You don't have to come over and just check on them every day or whatever, because they're gone. They're out of town. So that's one way that it could manifest. I've also seen this manifest for somebody. His mother went into the hospital, and so all the things that he normally did to take care of his mother, he temporarily got a break from while she was in the hospital because the nurses and the staff had that covered. Good news is she came out of the hospital well and fine. But that's one way that that can manifest. So there's a lot of different ways that that can show up, but it basically is talking about some kind of family responsibility that you're getting a break from on Thursday. Now, Friday, what we have coming up here is the Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse is really a sweet, sweet, sweet card. It's passing along a message of unconditional love to somebody else. Now, you could be passing along a message of unconditional love to your significant other, but that's not really one of the most likely candidates. Because I got to be honest with you, most of us as humans, we don't really give unconditional love to our significant other. Like, they're the last person that's going to get unconditional love, because guess what? We have the most expectations from them. They better live up. Thank you very much. So, more likely you're going to be passing along a message of unconditional love to, I'm hearing first off the bat, wow, I'm hearing a child. Second, I'm hearing a stranger. But you can also be passing this off to a friend or to a coworker. Now, when you give a message of unconditional love, let me back up and let me tell you about this card when it's right side up. Message of love coming in. Whenever it comes in and it's right side up, it's coming in to you. And it's one of those messages where you just go, oh, wow, that just feels good. That's like overwhelming. And what a nice, delightful surprise. So whatever you're doing for this other person, that's how that's going to make them feel. It's going to make them feel like, wow, what a delightful surprise. I never would have expected that. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling to be able to pass on and to be a part of that situation. So I'm seeing that coming in for you Friday, Cancers. And then Saturday, what I have coming up is kind of an interesting shift of energy. What we have here is we have the Strength card, and it's the Strength card in reverse. Now, the Strength card in reverse tells me, Cancer, that what's going on is you're beating yourself up. Stop it. When the strength card comes in right side up, it says you've got a nice self-confidence thing going. When it comes in upside down, you're beating yourself up over something that you really are not guilty of. You're holding yourself accountable for something that was not yours to be accountable for. And I'm feeling like you guys, it feels to me like you guys know this. You know that it really wasn't yours to be accountable for, and yet somehow you're just not able to let go of this. You're having a really hard time letting go of this, and it's a lot of self-blame going on. Don't play the self-blame game. Don't play the blame game at all, but definitely don't play the self-blame game. The first thing is that hurts your own self-esteem, which only hurts the people that you're around. Okay? Beating yourself up, playing that blame game with yourself, it does not help you. I have not met one person yet where blaming themselves for something that really wasn't their fault helped them. Not one. And I've been alive a little bit longer than I look like, guys. Okay? So not one in my whole life. And I've not met one person that blaming themselves has helped anybody around them either. So when you catch yourself doing this on Saturday, stop it. Shut it down. Shut it down. All right, so that's Saturday, Cancer, and then Sunday, 8 of Coins. Oh my gosh, you guys are doing some work. It feels like it's very physical labor. I feel like on Sunday you are going to be going to bed and you're just going to be falling in that bed. So glad to be there. Oh my God, this bed feels so soft. It feels so comfortable. So Cancers, I don't know what you're doing on Sunday, but it feels like very intense physical labor. And yeah, you're going to sleep well Sunday night because because of it. I have no idea what this could be, especially on a Sunday, but that's what it feels like. It feels like very, very physical work. It doesn't necessarily feel like mentally challenging at all, but definitely some physical work. I'm feeling like a lot of lifting, a lot of moving. I don't know if some of you are moving on Sunday, but I'm feeling like, and I'm seeing pictures of boxes. I'm seeing boxes, and it feels like this could be, well, maybe that's why it's on Sunday. This could be something related to church. Maybe it has to do with moving some things around in church and rearranging if you're going to be remodeling in your church. This could also, it kind of feels like it also could be food or some kind of goods that are going to be given to people. Given to people as a matter of charity. So I feel like maybe, you're moving things around as a matter of charity to get those out to the right people. But definitely physical labor coming in for most of you Cancers on Sunday, and good sleep Sunday night. And a little bit of you, yeah, some of you are definitely still going to be sore on Monday, but you're going to feel really good about whatever it was that you did on Sunday. Okay, so Cancers, that is your week. For those of you who would like to have a private session with more specific details for yourself, go ahead and check out my website. And also, you should know I also do spiritual healing as well as mediumship work. But check out my website, and then if you decide that I'm the best person for you to work with, go ahead and contact me. My website is amista, amista.info, I-N-F-O. And then, once you contact me, we'll set up your session for you as quickly as we possibly can. And for the rest of you, I'll see you next week. Everybody have a good week. Peace out.